Ultimate Driving School Limited is located at number 8 Adeneko Salako Close, between Diamond and Keystone Banks, off Ijaye Road, Ogba, Ikeja, Lagos. They can be reached on 080 70 555 444. Email address enquiries at ultimatedrivingschoolng.com. Website www.ultimatedrivingschoolng.com. In this module, we're going to discuss the basic defensive driving course. Now, the aim of this course is to provide participants with the skills and knowledge to anticipate potential road crash situations, respond to emergency driving situations as they present themselves, develop effective car control and observation skills, and demonstrate low-risk techniques in driving a motor vehicle. The objectives of our defensive driving course is to provide an understanding of the principles and skills of defensive driving, demonstrate and develop a systematic approach to hazards, reduce the risk of being involved in an accident, and reduce the cost of vehicle maintenance. Now, this defensive driving skill course would have training deliverables such as ability to recognize the need for and the benefits of defensive driving, recognize the positive impacts of a defensive driving style, recognize and appreciate the impact of driver behavior and attitudes, basic steps in the defensive driving collision prevention formula, explain the effects of alcohol and other drugs on driving ability. Now, these are a typical example of what can be avoided if you follow the defensive driving course. Typical examples of crashes that can be avoided as a result of human error. Now, most vehicle accidents are as a result of human error. A consistent defensive approach to driving can reduce the likelihood of driver error. Now, this training covers the aspects of safe and defensive driving. There are various costs which are associated with vehicle accidents and careless driving. Loss of life. In Nigeria, over 5,900 traffic fatalities occurred in 2009. This resulted in physical damage, and it also results in increased maintenance, and there's loss of job for drivers. Now, we need to understand what defensive driving is. The National Safety Council USA defines defensive driving as driving to save lives, time, money, in spite of the conditions around you and the actions of others. Drivers learn the knowledge and skills needed to avoid preventable collisions. About 2/3 of all collisions are preventable. The life you save could be your own or your passenger. Defensive driving skills will save you time. Now, no time on the road hurrying from one point to another, but time lost due to injury and vehicle damage. These are some of the. Now, defensive driving would save your company money. Money lost will be as a result of injury, car and other property damage, and loss of work time. The techniques used are simple and easily learned. They stress knowledge, foresight, alertness, judgment, and skill. Defensive drivers exhibit patience, cooperation, and courtesy on the road, not the me versus them attitude. The common driving errors are speeding, failure to wear seatbelt, inattentiveness, distraction, incorrect assumption of other drivers, tailgating, failure to yield right of way, failure to obey traffic signals and signs, driving while fatigued, driving a vehicle that is not well maintained. The various type of accidents that we find on our roads are rear-end collisions, struck stationary object, weather condition, parked car, chain reaction, accidents at intersections, distracted driver, and those who drive under the influence of alcohol and drugs. The three dimensions of safe driving are know yourself and know your vehicle. Know what is around you. Know your conditions. The first dimension of know yourself means you need to prepare, which is you need to plan well ahead. Allow time for preparation, allow extra time to get from point A to point B, and you should also always stay relaxed. Prepare, proper rest and nutrition are key. The second dimension is know what is around you. Stay aware of your surroundings, look left, ahead, right, and center, constantly using your mirrors and avoiding tunnel vision. You need to maintain safe distance from vehicles in front all the time. This is a typical example of following distance, which is the 2-second think rule before you act. Now, if you are driving and following a vehicle this close and you cannot see to the size of the vehicle, then you are too close. You would need to back off so that you can see such a view in front of you. Now, you must allow safe cushion around your vehicle. Don't ever assume other drivers' intentions. When you're going to be turning, you need to slow down and signal early. Get in proper lane ahead of time. Look for pedestrians and be aware of trucks and buses. At its detections, you need to take precautions. You need to observe properly both left and right. When passing through intersections, you need to slow down, watch for other vehicles and pedestrians, bicyclists and motorcyclists, approach with your foot on the brake and be prepared to stop if need be. When you are entering the expressway, you need to size the volume of traffic, start your signaling early, build up your speed in order to merge smoothly, watch out for sufficient openings, and avoid unnecessary stopping. Watch your mirrors, watch for oncoming vehicles all the time. When leaving the expressway, signal and move into the appropriate lane as soon as possible. Check your mirrors continually and monitoring the speed of the traffic behind your vehicle on the ramp. Safe backing, reversing exercise. Get to know your vehicle's blind spot. That is the areas you cannot see in your mirrors. Think well in advance. Know the clearances and look out for children playing near the vehicle. Safe backing and reversing practice. You need to know your clearance, look for obstructions, low hanging wires, and tree branches. Now, safe backing or reversing practices when drivers spot themselves. Turn on your emergency flashers if needed. Conduct a circle of safety walk around. Get back to the vehicle as soon as possible. Give a couple of blasts on the horn just prior to backing up or reversing. Speeding and stopping distance is vary with speed. The total distance required to stop from one time you recognize the need for action, stopping until the vehicle comes to a full stop. Stopping distances are affected by the temperature around you, the weather condition, the tire condition of your vehicle, the road type. So for example, driving at 50 miles per hour in dry condition, your stopping distance will be 245 feet, approximately 16 car length. These are the stopping distances for 30 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour, and 70 miles per hour. The third dimension is to know your conditions. When you are driving in urban area, make every effort to stay alert, maintain a safe speed, turn carefully, keep looking around you, and check your mirrors. Be prepared for the unexpected around schools, road construction, hospitals, shopping areas where bicycles are parked, pedestrians, driveways, alleyways, and delivery vans. When driving at night, you need to use your headlights at all times. The stopping distances would increase when driving at night, so you need to be careful. At road crossings, you need to look out for whether a train is coming or not. So what you must remember is the first dimension is prepare yourself and know your vehicle. Second dimension, know what is around you. And the third dimension, know how to handle special conditions. Now, this is going to be the end of part one of this video. Now, just the theoretical part is not enough to know how to drive. So for more professional approach, contact Ultimate Driving School on the first page and we'll be able to help.